Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fight. I am your host, Caleb Coho, and we have a very special Fatal 4-Way match here for your enjoyment. And the story behind this one's a little fun. We had Cain versus Matt supposed to happen. Jeremy versus JD was one that we were in the works of happening, and then it just kind of happened that all four of them were available to shoot. So we put them together, made a big Fatal 4-Way, and this is going to make for one intense match. And here to call the match with me is one Cosmic Nightfury, Nico Suave Regoli. How you doing?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Do you see this plate? There used to be pumpkin pie on it.
Yes, of course. Happy Thanksgiving. This is probably going up the day after, but I hope your Thanksgiving was great. And now you get to digest the turkey and watch some great trivia happen. But I think that's enough for me and Nico. Let's throw it to our competitors to hear what our four players have to say right now in promos.
The grass is green, the sky is blue, alien life probably exists, and I'm gonna lose in fandom. We all know this to be true. I am playing against Cain McMillan, I'm playing against Jeremy Adams, I'm playing against JD West. I'm here, I'm gonna play, I will put answers on my board, I am sober. Those are about my strengths. When they asked me for my strengths, I said, and then I picked the one thing that I somehow got a perfect round in. Somehow I'm the highest ranked here. Pretty sure that's gonna change. So, we'll be looking forward to that. This is not gonna be one of my usual cocky promos. It's just, hey, I'm gonna do the best I can, and I'm gonna answer questions, not necessarily correctly.
Hello everybody, it is me, Jeremy the Adam Adams, and I'm very excited to be back in fandom. It's been a little while, especially since I had a singles match, so I'm really excited to be back here, but it doesn't really feel like a singles match because there's four of us. It feels pretty big, but it's exciting. I feel glad that you guys thought to have me in here tonight. And I'm excited. I'm not feeling very confident either. I don't know, how confident everyone feels, but I'm going to do my best. If the right categories go my way, I can do something. But this isn't general movie trivia, so I never feel as fully confident. But I'm giving it my best shot, and I know that my competitors are going to make it close one way or the other, and it'll be a really awesome match. So I'm excited. Let's do this.
All right, so yeah, I'm here. I had this whole heel promo thing that Brian gave me to say. These guys are so nice. I can't be mean to these guys. Jeremy's a legend in the league. Matthew almost won a title, and JD, I think he'll put up a fight. People are gonna count him out. But hey, you know what? I'm here. I got a new thing. I'm gonna wear it. So yeah, let's go.
Okay, well, first things off, don't trust Matthew Rosa's V-Nack is a really good competitor, even though he claims to not. And I lost my first fandom match by a lot. So going up against the former comic book movie trivia champ, one of the big competitors in Jeremy Adams and Matthew Rosa, which I said before is a good competitor despite the Sam Levine act he puts out. But yeah, I'm just playing, hopefully not get knocked out first round.
Well, this was overall very polite promos. Cain uncharacteristically being peppy again and mentioning something about Ryan in a script. So I don't know what's happening anymore. Is he the Hurricane? Is he the Juggernaut? That is a question that only Cain can give us if he blinks twice, if he's no longer in prison. Of course, JD, Matt, Jeremy, everyone's complimenting each other. Jeremy and I don't think anyone has actually shown a lot of confidence in their performance about who's going to win, which kind of makes for an interesting match. Any thoughts on this, Nico?
Yes, in terms of Cain, kayfabe has officially gone out the window, and I love the fact that his helmet actually fits over his headphones. Matthew, Rosa, and Jeremy Adams, I love them both to death, and I'm kind of annoyed that they're not showing any confidence. They're just like, we're going to play. We're going to see what happens. I'm probably going to lose. Whereas we've seen in the past, these two are some of the best competitors we have in movies, in music, and whatever you throw them in, they know their stuff. JD, my feed broke up for a lot of the stuff he said, so there you go.
All right. Well, this is set to be a bar burner between the four, so I think it's time to just get into our proper introductions and into the match. Introducing first, coming to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, he is the Brawler, J.D. West. And his opponents. Also, returning to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, representing the Knights of Hydra and Alpha Alliance, he is Cain, the Juggernaut McMillan!
Alpha Alliance is still a thing?
That's what I have on my piece of paper in front of me, according to...
I mean, you haven't asked in like 6 months, so you can just continue.
This piece of paper in front of me says Ryan Firmlison says that it's a thing. All right. And their opponent. Also making his way to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Team 80s and Atomic Nation. He is Jeremy the Atom Adams. And finally their opponent. Representing Afro Samurai and House Nightfury. And coming to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, he is the Minor Threat, Nephew Rosa.
The only time that I should be compared to Sam Levine was his match with Double Jeopardy.
And the confidence that Matt is showing is quite hysterical. All right, gentlemen, with a 4-person format, round 1 works the same. It's all worth 1 point apiece, 10 questions in round 1 from 10 different categories, each worth 1 point apiece. You're going to have 3 repeats for the entirety of a match and a challenge rule, which is Lucas Showbox's favorite rule in the history of fandom. Any questions getting into round number 1?
Nope.
Cool. Alrighty. And with that, your first question comes from the category of the MCU. What Iron Man character appears in Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
This is such a loaded question. I'm very glad you're asking it and not me.
Hey now. We will see.
I'm just expecting someone to challenge this.
3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right. That will be. Who said repeat? Sorry.
Cain.
Cain did. All right. Cain, that will be your first repeat in your question in the MCU. What Iron Man character appears in Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Both great movies.
Yeah, actually. Not wrong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, we're going to start with Cain.
There's a few. There's Black Widow, Nick Fury, Senator Stearns.
We will accept all of those answers, actually. We will go to J.D. West.
I put Black Widow.
That is correct. Jeremy Adams.
I didn't write down Black Widow because I didn't think she counted as Iron Man character. I wrote down Rhodey, which is wrong.
I was just thinking of like characters.
Correct, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had War Machine. Because I didn't think Black Widow counted.
We were initially looking for Senator Stearns, but we will accept Black Widow and Nick Fury.
That's what I think we wanted, and then I was like,
"Yep,
wait, maybe not."
Yeah, no, you're correct. You're correct in. We were correct in hindsight. Wording of the question. All right.
All right, gentlemen, your next question is in the category of Wizarding World. I wonder how many of these movies Caleb has seen at the time of this taping.
4.
Your question is, what is the name of Voldemort's pet snake in the series of Harry Potter?
You can tell it's a Tim-written question by the way he phrased it in the series of Harry Potter.
This is what you call a gimme.
I love the way Tim writes questions. They're very unique and they're very fun.
And probably misspelled.
Actually, he spells every word of this correct by my looks at it.
I can vouch for that. He actually did spell these right.
He did a good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Matt first.
Yeah, I have no idea, so I just put Horcrux.
It is actually a Horcrux, but that's not the name of it. We'll go to Jeremy.
Nagini.
It is indeed Nagini. We'll go to JD.
Nagini.
That is correct. And we'll go to Cain.
Nagini.
That is correct. Cain and JD, perfect through 2. All right, your third question comes to the category of Indiana Jones. That's true. What college do we see Indy teach at in Raiders of the Lost Ark after coming back from his Peruvian adventure? This is what happens when we write questions in the category that has 4 movies. They start getting deep real quick.
God bless you.
What do you think it would be like to have Indiana Jones as a professor?
Probably extremely entertaining and extremely hard because he might be a lot more strict of a teacher, as we've seen in the movies. I would have Kingdom of the Crystal Skull Indy as a teacher because he seems to be a lot more forgiving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start back with Cain.
You said me?
Yep.
NYU?
That is incorrect. We'll go to JD.
I put Princeton.
That is unfortunately also incorrect. We'll go to Jeremy.
Marshall.
It is indeed Marshall. And we'll go to Matt.
That's Stanford.
That is incorrect. Jeremy, the only one to pick that up, and he ties it up with Cain and JD.
Expected nothing less, Jeremy.
Thank you.
All right. Your next question is in the category of scores and soundtracks. Why am I asking this one? Anyway, your question is, name both composers of Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
I know for a fact someone on this panel is a very outspoken opponent of this movie.
This movie is trash.
I like it.
I haven't
like
seen
it
it
too.
since I saw it in the theaters, so
Don't,
it's been
you
a
don't
very
want
long
to-
time.
I really only
seen it
like
a few
the
times.
director's cut, though.
Me too. I agree. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Matt.
No, I knew it was Hans Zimmer, but then I put Michael Giacchino.
Hans Zimmer is correct, but not Giacchino. We'll go to Jeremy.
Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL.
That is correct. We'll go to JD.
I put Junkie XL and Henry Jackman.
Oh, that hurts.
Ooh, half correct, but not Henry Jackman. We'll go to Cain.
Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL.
That is correct. Jeremy and Cain are tied at
Would you have
3
also
apiece
accepted
after.
Junkie Extra Large?
Cain's got some humor again. That is nice. All right, we're going to our 5th question, which is from the category of Kaiju.
Fun.
Who played Hank Marlowe in Kong Skull Island?
Hank Marlowe. Hank.
I quite enjoy Kong Skull Island. I've seen it a few times.
I like it.
Still have not seen it.
Cinematography.
It is very well shot. Very well shot.
Hey, can you repeat it? There are technical issues on my end.
Okay, we'll repeat that again. In Kaiju, who played Hank Marlowe in Kong Skull Island?
Yeah, I'm
Like Cain said, this is very well strapped for next.
Caleb, what
And I
would you
think Jordan-
do? Caleb, what would you do if you came in contact with a gigantic gorilla?
You know, I would count down 5. 4, 3, 2,
Cain was sending a hint.
1. Pens down, and we will start with Cain.
John Goodman.
That is incorrect. We'll go to JD.
Tom Hiddleston.
It is not Tom Hiddleston. We'll go to Jeremy.
That would be John C. Reilly.
That would be John C. Reilly and Matt.
John C. Reilly.
Ooh,
And he's on the board.
I'm sorry, their names are all blend together. So.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm
names are not
usually terrible at character names, so I feel you.
All right.
I remember the trailer.
Your next question is in the category of Pixar, everybody. Who has composed the most scores for Pixar films? Again, why am I asking this question?
Because, Nico, it was supposed to be Tim Smith sitting here tonight, pulled the curtain back, and he loves his scores questions, doesn't he?
Are you sure you didn't write this one? Because
I did write this one. I wrote this one. I've written all the score questions so far in this match. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Matt.
Now is it Giacchino?
It is not Giacchino. We'll go to Jeremy.
Yeah,
I know who it is. I know who it is now. I had Giacchino.
We'll go to JD.
I couldn't pull it.
And we'll go to Cain.
I thought they were nice to him in Incredibles, and they were nice to him ever since. I said Giacchino too.
Is it Thomas Newman?
It is actually Randy Newman.
Randy! Duh!
Randy Newman has
The obvious thing right in front of us.
Randy Newman has done the most Pixar scores. All right. No
Has
one
to be
gets
close
points
to
on that one.
Giacchino, though. Has to be close.
Yeah, I knew his first name, but not his last name.
Your next question comes in the category of Bond. James Bond. What was Sean Connery's final canon James Bond movie?
Canon. All right.
Keyword is canon.
Caleb, do you like it shaken or stern?
I don't know what this is in reference to. I am not 21. All right. 5, 4,
Just wanted to see what response that would get.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go ahead and start with Cain.
Thunderball.
That is incorrect. We'll go to JD.
Cain and I are like, I got Thunderball also.
That's incorrect. We'll go to Jeremy.
Diamonds Are Forever.
It is indeed Diamonds Are Forever. And Matt.
Add Tomorrow Never Dies.
Pierce Brosnan one.
Yeah, I know. I literally have not a Sean Connery Bond guy. Couldn't even think of one other than Thunderball, and I was like, that's not canon. So
The non-canon one is Never Say Never Again. So thank you for saying non-canon.
Yeah, that's the one in the.
Yeah.
All right. Your next question is in the category of the House of Mouse, Disney. And your question is, what Disney film series will you hear of the true Minnesota Miracle Man?
Believe it or not, I did not write this question.
Minnesota Miracle Men?
Yep. Minnesota Miracle Man. Man. Is it man or is it man?
It says man, so singular.
Man?
But
Similar. I don't know. Maybe hopefully they can pull it for Minnesota Miracle Man or men. Either way. 5, 4.
Go ahead and repeat it.
All right, that will be Matt's first repeat. Go ahead and hit him with that question again, Nico.
all righty. In what Disney film series will you hear of the true Minnesota Miracle Man?
I'm very much compelled to go watch this series now that I know that's about Minnesotans. Be honest. All right. I'm counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go ahead and start with Cain.
Mighty Ducks.
It is Mighty Ducks. We'll go to JD.
Yes.
What?
I couldn't pull it.
We'll go to Jeremy.
I knew it was in Minnesota. Mighty Ducks.
That's all I knew too.
That is correct. And we'll go to Matt.
I had Mighty Ducks. I switched it out for Homeward Bound because I thought.
Yeah,
No,
I knew it wasn't
right,
that.
right.
That was the only other series I could think of, and I'm like, no, it's not that.
I'm like,
All right, your penultimate question comes in the category of the worlds of DC, formerly known as the DC Extended Universe. And your question is thus, who wrote Suicide Squad?
This is kind of the other gimme.
Oh
Maybe.
gosh,
Maybe.
I remember this man's name.
The Worlds of DC franchise that Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is a part of,
Yep.
oddly enough. The one that many would say kicked it off because Man of Steel did not have that many references. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Matt on this one.
It's obviously not Zack Snyder.
It's not Zack Snyder. We'll go to Jeremy.
David Ayer.
It is David Ayer. We'll go to JD.
David Ayer.
That is correct. And Cain.
I wrote I don't care.
That is the answer that I have in my heart as well. All right.
And gentlemen, your final question is in the category of the other DC, the kind that's not connected. In the movie Red, what does Marvin have in the stuffed pig we see him carry around?
Red is a fun movie. Morgan Freeman's good.
I gotta check this movie out. It's been on my radar, but it's
Very fun. You can ignore the sequel, but the first Red is pretty good.
No, you're probably gonna write questions about the sequel, so I have to check that one out too.
You're not wrong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go back to Cain.
It's 50-50. Was it a grenade launcher?
It was indeed a grenade launcher. We'll go to JD.
I had a pistol.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Jeremy.
Grenade launcher.
I really like this
It
movie.
is a grenade launcher. And we'll go to Matt.
Yeah, I just had undescript gun. I had a gun.
I knew they were going to be more
Unfortunately-
specific than weapon.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
It doesn't say
incorrect.
what type of weapon. You just said, what does he have? He's got a
But
gun.
a gun and a grenade launcher, kind of different.
Yeah.
Shall I
Very
read off?
different. Very different.
One is
Shut-
pew pew, one is
Caleb, shall I read
think
off the
it's
scores?
Yeah. I think at the end of, you can correct me if I'm wrong. At the end of round 1, we have Jeremy lead with 8, Cain in second with 5, JD in third with 3, and Matt in last with 1. Correct?
Yes, your math is correct.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
literally
why
had
Tim is
the
on staff.
exact same performance as Sam Levine in the first Double Jeopardy match. I just want to point that out.
Matt, stop jinxing
All right,
yourself.
All right. As I said with the scores, Jeremy's in the lead with 8, Cain is in second with 5, JD is in third with 3, Matt is behind with 1, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which is the wheel round, which in a 4-person format is going to work like this. Each person is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they get a category they like, they're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. And if they need multiple choice, they can go to it, but it will turn the point value down to being worth 1. If they don't like the category they land on, they can't spin again, but they're stuck with whatever they get the second time. We're going to go through each person. Everyone's going to get a chance to spin the wheel. The only thing that's going to change is with steals, everyone is going to have a few seconds after the question is asked and labeled incorrect to write down their steal answer on the whiteboard. And if they get it correct, they will be awarded the points. If they don't get it right, they will not be awarded the points. Cain has 2 repeats, Jeremy has 3, Matt has 2, JD has 3. Any questions as we get number 2?
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Not enough.
That is a
Moving on.
question for the after show, Cain. All right. Jeremy, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Cain?
I'm going to actually just go ahead and go first.
All
Pull that
right.
Band-Aid right off.
The categories on the wheel tonight are Indiana Jones, MCU, Disney, Wizarding World, James Bond, Worlds of DC, Pixar, and Scores and Soundtracks. And the spin is away, and it lands on Scores and Soundtracks. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'm going to go ahead and keep it.
All right. All righty. Jeremy's going to take Scores and Soundtracks. I'm going to go ahead and issue you your questions and Scores and Soundtracks to relieve Nico of the duty of asking Scores questions.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Your first question in round number 2 in scores and soundtracks is thus: who composed the score for Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides?
Hans Zimmer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question in scores and soundtracks: who has composed the score for films in the fandom categories of Pixar, Wizarding World, and MCU?
I'm gonna go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Michael Giacchino, B. Alexander Desplat, C. Thomas Newman, or D. Patrick Doyle.
Patrick Doyle.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question: what song from The Little Mermaid won the Oscar for Best Original Song?
Under the Sea.
2 more points. Your fourth question and penultimate one in round number 2 for scores and soundtracks: how many DC films have been nominated in the category of score?
And go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A0, B1, C2, or D3.
I'll say 1.
That is incorrect. Players, you're going to have a couple seconds to write down your answer on the board here to get your steals. Write down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cain, what is your answer?
3.
That is also incorrect. Go to JD.
Dose.
That is a big steal for JD. And Matt.
2.
That is a big steal for Matt as well. All right, and,
Can we know the
Jeremy, your
ones?
final question. The ones are Road to Perdition and Superman. Road to Perdition and Superman.
I figured one of the Dark Knights were nominated.
Yeah.
Nope, none of the Dark Knights were nominated for official
So
score.
many
Shocking.
damn noms.
Yeah, Road to Perdition got nominated for so much. All right, your final question in scores and soundtracks: who composed the score for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
I should know this. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Alexander Desplat, B. John Williams, C. Patrick Doyle, or D. James Newton Howard.
James Newton Howard.
That is correct for 1 point. And at the end of his turn, Jeremy is up to 14 points. And now, Cain, you are in second place. Would you like to take your spin at the wheel or defer to JD?
I would like to defer.
All right, JD, would you like to take your spin at the wheel or defer to Matt?
I'll take it.
All right, he is going to take his spin at the wheel. And I will bring it up here. Scores and soundtracks, not an option for you. And your spin is away. And it looks like it's going to land on Disney. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Keep.
All right. Nico, would you like to issue to him his questions in the category of Disney?
Sure. Just give me a second. Where is it on the docket? Oh, here we go. Okie dokie. All right, Mr. West. Your first question in the category of the House of Mouse is thus: what classic Disney film got a live-action remake in the year 2015?
Cinderella.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question in the category of Disney. What is the name of the Australian mouse that helps Bernard and Bianca in The Rescuers Down Under?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Grant, B, Jake, C, Ryan, D, Frank?
Fun fact, we know 2 people by those names that are Australian.
Ryan.
Gentlemen, you have a chance to steal.
I'll give you a few
You guys-
seconds to write down.
You guys took my joke answer and made it a real thing.
Apologies, Cain. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cain, what is your answer?
I'm going to take the one that's not in the league. I'm going to say D, Frank.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Jeremy.
I believe it's Jake.
It is Jake. And we will go to Matt.
I should have cut my...
This is strength for a reason. It's Jake. I had it written down before you said
That is also correct.
I
Matt
needed the
getting
multiple. I'll give you the credit, Matt.
Matt getting some big steals so far here tonight. All right.
By the way, if there are any Franks looking to join the trivia community, we'd be happy
You
to
have to
have
be
you.
from Australia.
All right, your next question in the category of Disney. At the end of the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the Pevensies, are crowned. What does Aslan nickname Peter when crowning him?
I actually really like that Tim wrote this question. I'm not going to lie.
Multiple
I really like this. Multiple
All right.
choice?
Is it A, King Peter the Gentle, B, King Peter the Just, C, King Peter the Valiant, or D, King Peter the Magnificent?
King Peter the Just.
That is incorrect. Gentlemen, you have a chance to steal.
Looks like Cain was chomping at the bit to get that steal. I think he just wrote that down before the question was even finished being asked. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start with Matt.
Is it King Peter the Gentle?
It is not King Peter the Gentle. We will go to Jeremy.
I have C, the Valiant.
That is also incorrect. We'll go to Cain.
I also had C.
Ah,
It is King Peter the Magnificent.
okay.
King Peter the Magnificent.
I thought that was the other one.
All right. Your penultimate question, Mr. Jonathan West, in the category of Disney. What is the superhero name of Steve Stronghold in Sky High?
Believe it or not, I also did not write this question.
He is the commander.
2
Big
points.
2 points. That's a
Yep.
big 2 points for
There
JD.
it was.
And finally,
Mandarin Jetstream.
what Disney animated classic will you find the songs Steady as the Beating Drum and Mine, Mine, Mine?
Pocahontas.
Holy shit, he got it.
2
points.
points. Big 2 points for JD. Big 2 points. And at the end of his turn, JD has moved his lead up to 10. All right. That is a big round for JD. As we bring the wheel back up, Cain, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Matt?
I'm going to defer it.
All right, Matt, your spin of the wheel is up. Disney,
I love
and
that
of course,
both
the
my
soundtracks are
strengths
not
are
options.
gone.
Both of your strengths are not on the wheel. All right, Matt, your spin is away. And it lands on the MCU.
That's
like to
the
keep
best
this again?
shot I got that's on that wheel, so let's do it.
All right.
Damn it, man, have some confidence.
I'll go ahead and ask you your questions in the MCU, Matt. And your first question in the MCU is thus. Which MCU film has the following tagline? All heroes start somewhere.
Spider-Man Homecoming?
That is incorrect. A chance for a 2-point steal for the rest of the panel. You're going to have a few seconds to write that one down. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Cain.
You and your damn taglines. Is it Captain America the First Avenger?
It is not Captain America the First Avenger. JD, a chance to steal.
Same thing. I had Captain America First Avenger.
And Jeremy.
I had no idea. I guessed Ant-Man.
All those incorrect. You're looking for Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was
Guardians
my
of
other
the
guess. That was my other guess.
That's such a stupid tagline for that movie.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
would have been like my last choice.
Coincidentally, y'all guessed all the other multiple choice
Yeah,
answers
those are
besides
literally
the
all
correct
three
one.
of the other multiple choice options. I love that. All right. Your second question for Matt. Which Avenger says the following quote? He's adopted.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with is that possibly the God of Thunder, Thor?
That is absolutely correct for a big 2 points there for Matt.
That's wrong. He's the god of hammers.
Yeah.
Cain throwing some Ragnarok humor at us. All right, your third question. What is the name of Michael Pena's character in Ant-Man?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Michael, B, Luis, C, Hector, or D, Jorge.
Let's go, Luis.
That is correct for 1 point.
Hector and Jorge just seemed a little too racist. Just a little too racist for the MCU.
All right, your fourth question. Who composed the score for The Incredible Hulk?
Are you kidding me? I was like, yeah, who composed the score? Never mind. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Craig Armstrong, B, James Newton Howard, C, Danny Elfman, or D, Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler?
That is incorrect. A chance for a 1 point steal for the rest of the panel.
Sorry, can we get a repeat on the options?
Absolutely. Your multiple choice options are on the steal are A, Craig Armstrong, B, James Newton Howard, C, Danny Elfman, or D, Brian Tyler. Give me a chance to write those down. Write down your answer. 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cain, what do you got?
Craig Armstrong.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. We'll go JD.
JD.
James Newton.
Yeah, James Newton Howard is incorrect for Jeremy.
Didn't get it.
All right, Cain.
Almost put that.
Cain,
Come on, Craig Armstrong doing the Hulk. Come on.
Almost put it.
Cain with that big 1 point capitalization on the steal there ties it up with Matt. Matt, you have one last question here in the MCU. And your question is thus: how many films has the character of Howard Stark been portrayed in by an actor, not a photograph? Want to make that clarification because that changes the answer. All right.
You know what? I'm most likely burning down with this ship, so I'm going to go ahead and say 3.
Gentlemen, chance for a 2 point steal across the board.
I love you, Matt. We're going to need to have a talk after this match, though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jeremy, what do you got?
5?
That is incorrect. We'll go to JD.
I put 5 as well.
That's incorrect. Cain.
I believe it was Iron Man 2, The First Avenger, Winter Soldier. 4.
The
4 is correct.
Damn it,
It is
I
not
had
Winter
it
Soldier.
erased.
It's not Winter Soldier, but Ant-Man.
Yeah, no. Ant-Man.
That is another big.
Oh, Ant-Man. That was the one I forgot. I had them all except for Ant-Man.
That is another big 1 point steal. And now Cain.
That's a 2 point steal.
2 point steal. You're right. Sorry. Matt, I have it as 2 points. I just said 1. What, JD?
Can I challenge that?
You can. What are you challenging about that question?
I'm challenging that while he doesn't appear in person, he appears as on Magazine Man 1.
They said no
We
photographs.
said physically portrayed, not a photograph in the question.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that, dude.
Okay.
Technical issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Cain, you cannot defer your fate away any longer. Your chance of the wheel is here.
Bring on
MCU,
MCU.
Disney, and scores and soundtracks are off the board. And your spin is away. And it lands on Wizarding World. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
There's a lot of things that scare me on this. This is not one of them, so let's rock with it.
All right, Nico, you want to give him his questions in the Wizarding World?
Sure. Let me find them.
I take comfort knowing that I would have spun. If I had spun again, I would have gotten Wizarding World. So I took the best option that I could.
All right, here they are. Okay. Mr. McMillan, your first question in the category of the Wizarding World is thus. Who was Hogwarts' flying instructor in The Sorcerer's Stone?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Professor Hooch, B, Professor Sinistra, C, Professor Flitwick, or D, Professor Vector?
Well, Mr. Rigoli, I believe it was Miss Madam Hooch.
You are correct, sir, for 1 point.
Such a friendly banter between the two of you.
All right, Mr. It's Gotta Be Cain. Your next question in the category of the Wizarding World is, who was the oldest of the Weasley children?
Bill.
Gentlemen, you have a chance to steal.
No, he is correct. It's just
Yeah, that's got to be right.
It is correct.
Oh.
He just wrote William instead of Bill in the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bill is correct.
Yeah.
That's 2 points.
I'm a dummy. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bill is. Sorry, Nico.
I doubt my challenge counts because it was technical issues.
All right. Your next question is, what year saw the release of Order of the Phoenix?
— 2005.
Okay, now you guys have a chance to steal.
Just try to write that one down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Matt.
Is it 2004?
It is not 2004. We'll go to Jeremy.
2007.
That's correct for you.
I love when I erase the correct answer.
And
I love
JD.
that.
2007.
That was a big 2-point steal for JD.
Wait, it was 2 points? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 2 points.
All right. Cain, your penultimate question in the category of Wizarding World is, what are non-magical people referred to in the United States in the Wizarding World universe?
No match.
You are correct for 2 points.
I love Tim's multiple choice stuff.
Yeah, he got a little creative with that last one. But you at home will never know what that is. Anyway. Your final question, Mr. McMillan, in the category of Wizarding World. How did Draco become Seeker of House Slytherin in the movie Chamber of Secrets?
It's very specific. Multiple choice.
Is it A, pure talent? B, his dad bought the team new members
B.
2000. Yep, capitalism is what got him on the team.
I just didn't
Round
know how
number
to.
1.
I didn't know how to word it.
At the end of round number 1, with that, Matt Rosa has been eliminated via knockout.
Oh.
At the end with 6 hits. Unfortunately, Jeremy's in the lead with 17. Cain is, JD, no, I can't look at my own map. I apologize. Jeremy's in the lead with 17. Cain is in second with 14. And JD is in third with 12. It is a tight race to the finish as we get into round number 3.
I have Cain at 15.
I have 14.
Yeah.
He has 14. He has 14.
Oh.
Because he went 2,
I'm-
2, missed, 2, 1.
I must have given him 2 points on that last one. My bad.
No.
Let's go. All right. All right. And as we get into round number 3 is going to work like this. Round number 3 is the betting round. We're going to issue a category to the field, and you will let us know how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0, or we reach the last question. If you are eliminated before the last question, it is an elimination via TKO. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
All right. And the first category in round number 3 that you will receive questions from is the MCU. How many points would you like to bet on the MCU? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting with Jeremy, how many points are you betting on the MCU?
I'm betting 0.
All right. JD, how many points are you betting on the MCU?
2.
2. All right. And Cain, how many are you betting on the MCU?
Dos.
All right. Cain and JD betting 2. Jeremy betting 0. This could get interesting. Your question in the MCU. Name both MCU films to star Kenneth Choi as a member of the Morita family.
This is a good question.
What was that, JD?
What film?
The Morita family. Morita family. Yeah. I know the connection is. But yeah, the connection is spotty. Morita family.
Just want to say my marker's dying, so bear with me.
That's fun. Trust me, I went and bought new markers today from Target. 5,
Nice.
4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat?
Oh, alright. That'll be a repeat for JD. Alright. Your question is, in the MCU, name both MCU films to star Kenneth Choi as a member of the Morita family. A reminder to Jeremy, please play along for stats purposes, whether or not you have a question or not. Just for stats. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Cain.
It'd be Captain America: The First Avenger and Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That is correct for 2 points. We'll go to JD.
Spider-Man Homecoming, First Avenger.
That is 2 points for JD. And Jeremy, did you have anything on your board?
I only had First Avenger.
All right. Good thing Jeremy did not bet any points on that one. Smart move on his part. And with that,
Didn't want it to be tied.
The score right now has Jeremy still in the lead with 17, Cain right behind him with 16, and JD right behind them with 14. As we get to our second question, what category is that from, Nico?
It is Indiana Jones, your favorite archaeology teacher.
Dun, 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 dun.
That did not sound like the music at all, but I appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, I know.
Done.
All right. How many points you betting? Starting with Jeremy.
I'm actually gonna play it a little safe and bet 1.
All right. JD, how many you betting on Indiana Jones?
0.
All right. And Cain.
I did not watch the entire trilogy in the last 72 hours for nothing. I'm betting uno.
That is a confident one from Cain McMillan. All right.
All right. Your question in Indiana Jones is, what year is Raiders of the Lost Ark set in?
Damn it.
Cain is probably a little worried about that 1 point now.
And
All right,
Jeremy is pissed because he could have bet more.
A reminder to JD, even though you will not get any points deducted or gained, please play along for stats purposes. Give us an answer.
Please.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Go down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Jeremy.
1936.
That is correct for a point for Jeremy. Cain.
Fuck you, Harrison Ford.
Oh!
Oh, he didn't have it. Wow.
Correct. A loss of 1 for Cain. And JD, what did you have anything?
I put 1943.
Good thing you didn't bet points. You didn't lose anything on that one. All right.
Original trilogies in the 30s, brother.
I had 31 if that means anything.
Yeah.
You were close. 5 years off. Brooklynville, curse times 5. All right. The score right now, Jeremy's in the lead with 18. Cain is in second with 15. JD in third with 14 still. As we get into our third question, which is in the category of scores and soundtracks. How many points would you like to bet on scores and soundtracks? Alright. is only a 4-point lead by Jeremy over JD and a 3-point lead over Cain. So this is very, very close. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Jeremy.
I'm going to bet 1.
All right, JD.
1.
And Cain.
Make or break. 2.
Ooh, Cain going for the big 2. Could this help? Could this hurt? We'll see. And your question in Scores and Soundtracks, who composed the score for Batman and Robin? Batman and Robin.
As I've said before, this movie has the right amount of cheese for me.
Well, you're probably the 1% on Earth that likes the amount of cheese in this movie, because I think it's cheesier than the cheesy bread from Rambus Guys down the street. Go 5.
I just like puns, and this has a lot of them.
Fair. 2 and 1. Pens down. We will start with JD on this one.
Pull it.
All right, that is a loss of 1 for JD. We'll go to Cain.
It would be Elliot Goldenthal.
Big 2 points for Cain. And over to Jeremy.
Elliot Goldenthal.
That is another big point there for Jeremy. Jeremy's up to 19. Cain is at 17. JD down to 13. All right. Nico, you want to give them their penultimate category?
Sure. Gentlemen, your penultimate category is in the franchise with the lamp, Pixar. I tried to make a Jim-style joke, and it did not work. I apologize.
You know what? It's all good. It's all good. All right. We'll give them some time to write down their bets here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JD, how many points are you betting on Pixar? He's going for the 2.
Big. I'm going.
He's going big with 2. We'll go to Cain.
Oh no.
And Jeremy.
1.
All right, everyone betting 1. JD, go for the big 2. Nico, what is their question in Pixar?
All right, dudes, your question is what Pixar director voices Crush in Finding Nemo?
Markers flying furiously at this question. I like that you threw in a little bit of Crush humor by throwing dudes into this question. Nice touch.
I'm glad you picked up on that because I was afraid it was too hinty and I didn't want to say anything about it.
Oh, absolutely not. I like that. I like that little twist of dude.
Jeremy, how confident are you?
Pretty confident.
Okay, because I'm not. So if you want to miss this to make it interesting, let's go.
Oh, sure.
Very, very interesting character here. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. JD, what do you got?
I doubt it's him, but I put Brad Bird.
All right, we'll go over to Cain.
I also said the bird of the Brads.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Jeremy.
That would be Andrew Stanton.
Never would have got that.
Andrew Stanton. And with that, JD West has been eliminated from the match by TKO. 11 points for JD West here, booked in this match. Strong performance.
And as we get into our fifth and final question, the score is Jeremy in the lead with 20, Cain with 16.
Yeehaw.
All right. And the final category on the final question of this one comes in the category of DC. How many points would you guys like to bet on DC?
See, Jeremy, you should go for 2. And then
I really should, shouldn't I?
And then we can go to sudden death.
Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I?
Because it could be the first real sudden death, unlike the king versus the kid.
We already had the first real sudden death. It was Ranger Force versus Bianca.
No, it was Ranger Force versus Malcolm.
Ranger Force versus Malcolm. Sorry, it got spotty because we hadn't tested it out or made it firm. But you know, that's all good. This could be the first to sudden death. You never know. 5, 4,
Someone could actually die right here on stream.
1. We really hope that's not the case. All right, Cain.
You already know, too.
And Jeremy.
I wrote it as big as I could. 0.
I know.
All right,
I
the
saw
final
that.
question.
Jeremy,
The
it's
final
an honor.
question.
You saw the circular motion.
The final question in this one in the category of DC. What was the first theatrically released DC film?
So at this point, Cain is basically answering this for his pride.
He's answering for pride and stats purposes at this point.
It was literally, I don't know if you're trying to be a dick on this one or not, but I'm gonna hope that you're being sane.
We'll see.
Yeah,
He won't.
I have these same questions.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, repeat it. I'm going to change my answer.
All right, Jeremy.
It means nothing.
It means something to me, okay? This means something to me.
Jeremy's using a repeat. In the category of DC, what was the first theatrically released DC film?
On other news, Jeremy, it's honestly, I'm glad I played you. This is fun.
It was a great match.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we're gonna start with Jeremy.
Now, this was theatrically released, and it was technically feature-length.
Superman
Meet and the Mole Man. Superman and the Mole Man.
We're gonna go with K.
And then if you weren't being a dick, it'd be Batman the movie.
It is Batman the movie. That's the correct answer.
All right,
because
you're not counting
Mole Man is
Okay.
technically a serial or a pilot or something. So
Gotcha.
Okay. See, that's where I was confused. But,
yeah. And anyway, that's
I
2
had
points for you.
Batman 66 and released
But-
it. Yeah.
But and your winner, Jeremy the Atom Adams. Though you bet 0 and were incorrect with Superman the Mole Man, still
Should have bet
closed it with a
2.
0. Could have bet 2. Could have gone to sudden death. All right. That was an intense one, Nico. That was a great match played by all 4 parties. What are your thoughts on that one?
My thoughts are thus. Cain, he keeps coming so close and he just hasn't gotten there yet, but I feel like it's just a matter of time before he does get one. I mean, technically he did get one in teams, but in singles it just hasn't come for him yet, but good things come to those who wait. Jeremy, finally in the win column in fandom, and he's doing pretty well overall in Multiplex, so good things coming from him. Matthew Rosa, you're my brother. We need to have a serious talk later on about your confidence and as we get closer to our Ranger Force match, but I still love you either way.
Confidence in music. Can we talk music?
Yes, we can. You can carry me through if we get scores and soundtracks on the wheel.
Because my connection was effing up.
You're good. You're good. All right. So I'm going to go to our post-match interview, see what our competitors have to say, starting with our winner today, Jeremy Adams, our winner today. How do you feel about finally getting that fandom win?
I feel great. Thank you. that was definitely one of the best matches I played in a while. I want to congratulate you guys on the questions. They were really great. And like I said, I knew it was going to be a fight one way or the other. And I just hats off to Cain for taking me all the way to that last question. Really great performance from him. And I think all 4 guys, showed that they know their stuff. Maybe there was a little bit of luck, for some of it. But yeah, I feel great. In my first match, I definitely showed that I know my stuff, but unfortunately I was against, one of the Titans in this league. So I knew this would be a closer one, and I'm just glad that, I stuck in there and showed that I do have a range of knowledge, more than just, general movies. Like I can go into some of these other categories and show stuff, and it was really fun. And yeah, I've been like testing myself on scores and soundtracks and like doing a lot of studying and trying to learn that. So it was kind of a personal test to take that category and see if I could make that work for me, and I feel pretty proud that I did. So yeah, but again, hats off to everyone, and this was so much fun, and I can't wait to be back.
Speaking of when you come back, with the win of this Fatal 4-Way, you do find yourself in a match early on next season against one Ed Sale. Any thoughts about taking on Ed Sale in this Fandom Arena?
That's gonna be a tough one. Ed is very knowledgeable, especially in particular Magic involved categories. But I think it'll actually be a good match. I think that Ed and I are two competitors that are very knowledgeable in certain areas, maybe not as knowledgeable in other areas. So I think that it will be evenly matched, and it's going to be a good fight, and it's just going to depend on how things fall. So I'll get to studying, and I really look forward to that very much. So thank you.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your win today. We will see you next season. Thank you very much for being here. All right. Over to our second place finisher, the guy that kind of started this whole thing, Cain McMillan. How do you feel about that second place finish?
You know, there's losses that sting, like 47. But then there's losses like this. I went out, I played against a legend in this whole community league, and it's like, hey, it was a 2-point game, 18-20. I mean, I can't be mad. I think this is probably one of my better performances. I think it's one of Jeremy's better performances too. You could probably give us the math stuff someday later. But yeah, I think this was a fantastic performance by both of us. And to go out and come in second, yeah, it's not a win, but I think it's a moral victory for me because last few games kind of felt a little bad because I wasn't playing. But I feel like this shows that, hey, you can watch the Indiana Jones trilogy and you'll still get questions wrong.
Well, I do want to say congratulations on your performance today. Despite not winning, but you played very great. I think today you showed once again why I personally consider you to be the most underrated player in fandom. Your record does not show how good at this game you are, especially because you're one of the ones that co-created it. So yeah, but I can tell you we have not seen the last of you so far. This in this fan arena. There is one other admin here in this multiplex arena that you will probably find yourself facing next season. One Maestro Jake Marangoni. Any thoughts on taking on Jake Marangoni in the realm of fandom?
I mean, Jake has a win. I am 0-2. That's interesting. And Jake broke the singles record. So 0-3, here I come.
Like the wild berries, except you don't sell the shirts, you create the shirts. Well, I guess you sell the shirts. That's you too. Yeah, I guess you are the wild berries. Highly entertaining to watch. Sells t-shirts, but play sober, so we appreciate that. All right, thank you very much for playing. Cannot wait to see you come back next season. Unfortunately, your season run is done with Knights of Hydra also being out, but we will see both you and the Knights of Hydra next season. So thank you for playing. We will see you very soon.
Can I do a call out real quick?
Sure, absolutely.
I want to play you and Jim.
Me and Jim, huh?
Knights of Hydra versus whatever you guys are.
Days in Winter, huh? You think you can take
action wannabes?
You think you and that baggage you call the Hunter can take on me and the TV champion.
This is where I stop you right there. Hey, Nico, what was Jim's score when you beat him?
It was 1, and it should have been 0.
You're right. So it's essentially me and Ryan versus Caleb. So,
actually, I've beaten Ryan twice. So it's really just me versus you, which is what people have wanted all along. So you leave your baggage at the door. I'll leave my. I'll bring my partner with me, but in my mind, me versus you. And you know what? I'm gonna make that happen. Knights of Hydra, Kings of Winter, the team match that will most likely start next season. So check that one out, and we can watch the ultimate demise of the Knights of Hydra right live on screen.
And I'm already dreading this because I'm likely going to have to help co-host this match, and I feel like I'm going to be that angry parent who's threatening to turn the car around on our way to vacation.
Around if you guys do not chill out and go to Matthew Rosa.
All right. We are actually going to go to our third place finisher tonight, JD West. How do you feel about your performance here today? It was actually pretty impressive, putting up 11 points and had a really solid round 2. It just didn't work out for you there in round 3.
Yeah, I did pretty well. I came into this match to accomplish my goal. And if that has any implication on a comic book match between me and Matthew, I'm going on to the next round. They call me the dark horse over there for nothing. So,
Yeah.
you
well,
best watch out.
Yeah, you played a really solid
Even
game.
though I lost, I put up a hell of a game. Losing while scoring 11 points is pretty good in my book.
Absolutely. Some matches have been won with 11 points. You just happen to be playing Jeremy Adams and Cain McMillan, who played outstanding stellar runs as well. So I definitely think we'll be seeing you back next season. I think you are one of the players with a much needed win coming their way next season. So thank you very much for playing. Congratulations on your performance today. Unfortunately, just couldn't bring it home. We will definitely see you next season. Thank you so much for playing.
Before you go to Matthew, I want to say this. If anybody wants to, I'm looking for a team partner to compete in fandom teams.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks. JD West looking for a partner. If anyone wants to partner with JD, you can consider today's match his audition tape to see who will partner with him. I am actually very excited to see who you partner with and to see you jump into the team's league. So thank you very much for playing. You did very good, and we will see you next season. And finally, to the fourth place finisher today, Matt Rosa. How do you feel about your performance today?
You know, I just wanna ask a quick question. Do you remember when people used to think I cheated? Man,
I don't.
Those days.
I actually don't remember.
Those days are gone. Oh, and my first Full Metal match where I pulled out a bunch of Makuga blessings. You know, I got accused of cheating, and I don't think anyone is accusing me of cheating in this match.
That wasn't me, by the way.
And let me just state for the record that he was so pissed that he was getting accused of cheating that he literally took apart every single phone in his house to make sure he would not get accused ever again. So that's how much this game means to this young man right here.
I still have these ripped apart phone bits lying all over my room. But regardless, fandom is not my bag, and I think just about everyone knows that. My bag really is, I'm pretty good in TV, although you wouldn't know it unless you watched my one match with Zadius, where I had but lost anyway, because I love when that happens. Or Jukebox, where I was one question away from winning the title. Basically, I am consistently a bridesmaid, but hopefully one day I will get to be a beautiful bride.
Absolutely.
And he definitely will. I assure you. He may have come up short in that Jukebox match against Luca Fallon Madden, but I guarantee you, second time will be the charm for him. He is destined for great things in music trivia. It's just a matter of time.
Well, this is unfortunately not music trivia, Nico, but I do believe in Matt's music abilities. You played the best game you could with the questions that you got. You had a really solid second round there in the MCU, even though it wasn't your strength. Still pulling out some solid answers like Luis, pulling that out of thin air. That was a good pull. And it just didn't happen to go your way today. Is there any potential players or future matches you would like to play in fandom?
I don't know, man. Give me like Hunter Ray Chambliss. Give me someone who's on my level.
Well, sure. I think we might be able to make that happen. I'll take a look at next season.
I'm pretty sure I can get a win if I play Hunter.
We definitely would love to see you back. Hopefully, you can break that bridesmaid status next season and get yourself a win. But thank you so much for playing. Unfortunately, both you and Afro Samurai are done for the season. But I do want to ask, since both you and Nico are here, Afro Samurai are playing the Ranger Force at the top of next season. Any thoughts on that match?
Well, for one, we're doing it for a good cause. We're doing it for the 4 Diamonds Pediatric Cancer Research Fund as part of Penn State THON for my campus, the New Kensington Penn State campus. So we're going to be doing a good thing with this match. In terms of how we actually perform in the match, I can tell you this. I'm going to be standing, and I'm going to watch a lot of movies before then so we can get the job done.
I'm gonna watch a lot of movies, all the matches, none of the wins. Let's make this happen.
No, damn it, man! Damn it, man!
Possibly can.
No, damn it, man! I'm trying to set up a match between us and the Wildberries for Warzone. We are getting a win. We are getting a win if it kills us.
Whoa.
The only
from Matt Rosa.
Elliot Dewberry has my level of knowledge, so it could happen.
Afro Samurai has spoken. Matt has spoken. Thank you so much for playing, Matt. And with that, we'll get back into our post-match plugs. This has been Fandom Fight, the special four-way match for your post-Thanksgiving pleasure. Starting with our winner, Jeremy Adams. Where can they find you?
Jeremy Paul Adams on both Facebook and YouTube. And I am one of the head guys over at Full Metal Trivia and Full Metal Media. Check out all the content there. We have our own trivia matches that run pretty much every day. Lots of different trivia matches to watch and to compete in. So check it all out, guys.
Absolutely. Go check out Full Metal Media. They are our sibling channel. Check them out. And over to Cain McMillan. Where can they find you?
You can find me across the interwebs at Cain97, but the 97 is Roman numeral, so it's XCVII. And I strongly recommend that because I'm doing something that kind of involves this that you'll be seeing here in the near future. This was not a prop for this match sakes, but a prop for something else. So if you want to go follow me across the interwebs, you might see some fun stuff when I post that in the next few weeks. But without that, you can also find me here at Multiplex, that Caleb and Nico will talk in like forever because they'd have the longest plugs in Multiplex.
Which, by the way, I completely object to the poll that says I have longer plugs than Nico, and I'm going to prove it. Anyway, JD, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at JD West Films, capitalize the JDW. Everything else is lowercase. And soon to be coming to YouTube in the form of Schmodown reactions under the name Blue Flame Reactions. So if you can find it, go sub to it. Content will be coming out January 26th or whenever the live event shows up on YouTube.
Absolutely. And over to Matt.
A good video editor for Windows.
Absolutely. And over to Matt Rosa. Where can they find you?
You can find me and my band on the tip of your tongue, kicking off our Please Pay for Our College tour, where we are going to be playing. That is really the name of the tour. That's not a joke.
I believe you. I believe you.
We will be playing. You can find us on YouTube at On the Tip of Your Tongue. You can find me on Instagram at On the Tip of Your Tongue. You can come to Twitter at OTOYT Music. You can find my song Better Half on Spotify, which some people like it, so maybe you should too. You can find me as one of your hosts of the Schmodown Trivia Schmodown. I am Christian Harloff approved. He said that he thoroughly enjoyed my episode, so you should definitely go watch. And yeah, that's basically it. Maybe a podcast coming soon with one man who might be a Jukebox Trivia Champion. But that's all I can say about that for now.
And that tease right there just got me more excited than anything I've heard in the last month. All right, over to my co-host of the evening, Nika Suave Regoli. Where can they find you?
I have long plugs because I plug a lot of Multiplex's shit, and we have a lot of shit to talk about. But you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Nico Suave Regoli. That's NicoSuaveRegoli. I actually uploaded a video for once on my YouTube, and I asked Christian Harloff to do me a favor. He said no. Oh, well. You can also find me on the Week of Wrestling podcast, co-hosted by Hunter the Hitman Chambliss. We are on every single week. You can find me over at Film Nerd TV, helping out with Combat Zone Wrestling Trivia. We just shot our second match today, and we're getting quickly through the preliminary round of our championship tournament. And you can find me right here at Multiplex Entertainment. That's the name of the Facebook group. And the YouTube channel, the Twitter is at MultiplexYT. The Instagram is Multiplex Entertainment Network. The TeePublic is just Multiplex. Stay tuned for more awesome shirts. And in terms of our schedule throughout the week, Monday is Movie Warzone. Tuesday is TV Throwdown. Again, we need a lot of editors. We need a lot of writers. We need a lot of hosts. We can keep the singles TV division going, fandom as well. Sports Battlefield is on Wednesday. Again, editors, writers, hosts, help keep that going. Thursday is myself and Zadia Seaman Smith's Arrowverse discussion show titled Crisis on Earth Plex. It might be a little differently timed this week because Thanksgiving, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Friday is Fandom Fight, which you're watching right now. Singles and teams. We're getting that much closer to figuring out who Robert Parker is going to challenge for the Fandom Fight Singles Championship and who's going to be the first ever.
No, both of those later on tonight.
Ooh.
Actually, not the team one, but
not the team, but we will know who the singles challenger is tonight. Actually, that is the main event of tonight's video stream.
So awesome for that, and we'll also soon find out, not tonight, but soon, who will be the first ever Fandom Fight team champion. Nerdgasm is on Saturdays, but it's on a hiatus until Caleb and Cain bring it back whenever they want to. And on Sundays, we wrap it all up in a nice little bow with Around the League with Nico. That's my talk show host. That's my talk show where we just recap everything that happened in Multiplex. And finally, at the bottom of this video and in every other video for Multiplex and Combat Zone Wrestling Trivia is going to be links to a Facebook event page and a pinned tweet on my Twitter account informing you all of the John Regoli Memorial Trivia-thon for THON, #trivia, 4 THON, for my upcoming charity week from January 21st to January 27th. I'm going to be in Brooklyn for half of that week because of the Schmodown Live, but I'm still going to work around it. I'm still going to do my business, and we're going to have a great time raising money for the 4 Diamonds Pediatric Cancer Research Fund.
Absolutely, and watch me do my plugs way faster. My name is Caleb Coho, and you can find me on on Twitter and Instagram at Caleb Coho. That is KALEBKOHO. You can find me on YouTube, Caleb Coho, where I do music co-productions, where I do film on both channels right now. My movie Chick Bar Do is out for free for your viewing pleasure. What is not free is my album Shoot for Teams with my group The Forks, which is on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you consume your digital music. You can find me right here on Multiplex Entertainment, hosting Fandom Fight singles and teams every Friday, Movie Warzone on Mondays, and you can find me on Thursdays with Movie Warzone head Jake Marangoni, bringing a new show that we'll be announcing within the next 2 weeks. So stick around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And with that, guys, that has been Jeremy. That has been Cain. That has been JD. That has been Matt. That has been Nico. I have been Caleb. And this has been Fandom Fight. And we will see you all later today as we bring up the #1 contenders triple threat match to see who will be facing Robert Parker between Case Cornelisa, Jen Kemp, and Dominic Rizzi. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching. And the team matches. And we will see you very shortly with more videos. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all right next.